All right, quiet on the set.
I want to talk to the Trump supporters for a minute. I don't know who you are, and I don't know why you like this guy. He's a race-baiting, xenophobic, religious bigot.
And this is what happens when you have a man whose first job in government was as president of the United States, who's politically inept, who employs people who are politically inept. There's nothing funny about this. We're putting our people who serve this country at danger, and we're asking people to believe nonsense. And this is a travesty.
Don't really understand how anybody could be arguing or claiming that what we saw yesterday was anything other than an epic humiliation, an epic public humiliation for the President of the United States of America. He talked about countries queuing up to kiss his, forgive me, to kiss his ass. How many moments are there where you find yourself just noting how far we've fallen? The President of the United States of America sounding like a kind of pimply, obnoxious teenage boy.
The man cannot tell the truth, but he combines it with being a narcissist. A narcissist at a level I don't think this country's ever seen.
And my concern is that he would grab up that power and really treat the country as sort of his little bully fiefdom.
Donald Trump is everything I taught my children not to do in kindergarten.
Making money out of this.
Yeah, a small number of people might have made an awful lot of money on this, and a lot of other people have lost an awful lot of money.
Potentially, yes.
Sorry, Jim, it's not potentially. He's wiped $4 trillion off the world stock markets. That's our pensions, that's people's investments, that's people's ISAs, that's an awful lot of money, an awful lot of investment that has gone through the floor as a direct result and a sole result of what happened last Wednesday.
This is true. I agree with you.
I really don't think this should be a partisan issue, so I'm going to agree with my Republican colleagues. I think that we all should want to be safe in our communities. The problem that we have is that we have an incompetent administration, that everything that they touch turns to shit, because what they do is they take a wide sweeping brush and they have decided that the enemy is now going to be immigrants instead of taking a scalpel. That's all we're asking, is to be exact in what you're doing instead of taking a sledgehammer to everything.
The $2 billion in savings identified by Elon Musk would pay for 1/75th of 1% of the entire national debt.
What the US is doing now is not reform. It is rejecting the very system it created.
He's been exploiting working Americans for 40 years.
He says he's for the little guy, but he's actually built a lot of his businesses on the backs of the little guy.
You know, Donald Trump the other day said that, it, quote, if he tells a soldier to commit a war crime, the soldier will just go do it.
I don't think Donald Trump has even read the Constitution, knows what's in the Constitution.
A toxic mix of demagoguery and mean-spiritedness and nonsense.
Donald Trump is a delusional narcissist and an orange-faced windbag.
Donald Trump is a con artist.
He doesn't know the difference between truth and lies. He lies practically every word that comes out of his mouth.
I think he's a kook. I think he's crazy. I think he's unfit for office.
What do we want? Democracy. When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Democracy. When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Democracy. When do we want it? Now! That's right.
So what are we going to do? One thing. Everyone, you do one thing. Vote. Yes.
Solidarity! Although I do not agree with what those that say they are Christians say, those that use that great book to defend their evil and malicious actions, I say to Trump and his cronies, hands off! Hands off!
And actually, I'd like to thank Elon Musk. He's taking the mask off. He showed in the past, billionaires would like to do their schemes in the background, out of the public eye. But he's doing it right in front of us to let us see it. They're going for the jugular, they're coming for us. And don't get me wrong, I would actually like to see less money for bombs. Yeah. I would like to see an audit of the Pentagon. Yes. But that's not what's happening here. Elon Musk is attacking, Doge is attacking the agencies that would oversee his businesses. Yep.
I've loved being a professor. I've loved being able to teach students. And like the speaker just said, for the first time, I'm angry. I'm really, really angry. I cannot believe the actions that are coming across. And I'll give you just this week what happened. This week, we have a couple, across the nation, grants were canceled. What that means is that the grants were reviewed. Many scientists looked at them and said these should be funded. One of them was going to support students that come from economically disadvantaged backgrounds. These are excellent students. The best student in my graduate program right now came from this program. He is supported by this program. And this week they canceled it. Because it wasn't the scientists that canceled it. It was you know who, right? Whose name we don't say.
Phony Stark.
That makes me angry because this is good science. This is training the future scientists. I work on questions that are very similar to Dr. Schindler, but I'm also passionate about teaching our future scientists. These are the people that will be our future teachers, doctors, the people that make the discoveries that are going to make new healthcare discoveries that will cure diseases that we currently can't cure. And for some reason, there's a good reason to cancel these programs that are being made by non-scientists who think they know better.
There's a trickle-down effect from the federal government to the state. Yes. We're always down in the State Department of Trenton trying to testify to make sure that we get the monies that we need for housing, for education, for health care. We need that.
Yeah. The fact that they're talking about Medicaid and Medicare and Social Security, who the hell do they think they are? This was not stuff that was given to us. These were rights that we earned. Social Security we paid into by working and having them take taxes out. Health insurance, it just should be a right as an American. But the fact that you want to mess with the little people, you want to be the bullies that you are. Well, we're here to tell you, we're here for good trouble and we're not standing for it.
America's democracy is not guaranteed. It is only as strong as our willingness to fight for it, to guard it, and never take it for granted. Let these words fuel our determination to protect the ideals we hold dear. And in the words of Patti Smith, the people have the power to redeem the work of fools.